Okay, my experience on the AP test is that a problem like 23 will trip people up a lot, and that it doesn't take very much to get to the point where it will never fool you again. So when you see this statement right here, the limit as x approaches a of f does not exist. I don't know how to ask this as a question. All of you should be thinking this. I cannot find that limit until I find something else. Like, I can't declare the limit to not exist until I find something else. Something else I must find is the left and right limits. It's crucial that you always remember an overall limit is always found by finding the left and right limits. So I've got to go find that. And limit just says, hey, when the x-coordinate's doing this, what's this doing? But that's the y-coordinate. So a limit is a question about x and y coordinates. So raise your hand if you know what goes in this box. It's just about x and y coordinates. All you're doing is saying when the x-coordinate of the function f has a value that is slightly less than a, what is the y-coordinate? That's what that means, Joseph.
Wouldn't it be like just super, like almost 2?
That is exactly what you should be looking at. And then you remember that limit means, okay, so that means I'm getting infinitesimally close to 2, so this value is exactly 2. Show me hands if you knew it. Hands up for a second. I can see everybody's got it. Hands up. Good. Okay. So now I've got to go find the right-hand limit. You never find an overall limit without finding the right and left limits. So hands up, who knows what goes in that box? There we go. So what's that?
B2 also.
How many agreed? Hands up. Good. Question. So what would you say about C, Zach?
Well, they both approach the same spot from the left and from the right, so the limit does exist. So that's
Perfect, perfect, perfect. In fact, I can declare this now. The limit as x approaches 2 of f. Show me hands, everybody. What goes in that box? Keep hands down for a second. Okay, so a couple of you are pausing way too long, which simply means you're misunderstanding something. Oh, that would be much more helpful.
Okay, I was like,
No wonder we're confused. So, Christine saves the day. Because like the 4 of you raised your hand because you were thinking what I was thinking, basically, even though I wrote it wrong. Megan and Jake were doing really well. They're like, wait a minute, you just messed me up. And I apologize for that. So that should have been the thing. And not let Christine not be here for the retake prep so I don't ever mess up. Okay. Shoot! Man alive. Hands up. What goes in the blue box? That's better. Megan.
2.
And why?
Because that's what a little bit below a and above. And the limit to as x gets closer to a, the limit of f of x as x gets closer to a is the same thing as what limit of f, limit of f of x, x to just below a, and limit of f of x, x just above a.
Well done. Well, I cut you off too soon. Sorry. It's well done. The only way to find the overall limit is to compare the left and right. And in this case, because the left and right are the same, the overall will be the same. If the left and right are different, the overall does not exist. Question. So that's what I would have done. And I don't know if that's what you were thinking or not, but
no, that helps.
okay. So the correct answer, Zach, is?
So it's not C.
It's not C because C is false. The limit does exist. Keep going, Zach.
Sorry, just a second to run through.
You're good.
It's not A, it's
What is, so f of a isn't 2. Let's do the whole room again. Ends up, what goes in the box? Everybody, what goes in the box? Gotta get everybody to get this one. There we go. Oops, not yet. No hurry. Chelsea. Good answer. And the mathematicians are embarrassed to say nothing, so they say undefined. It means the same thing, really, kind of, Is that fair? Very good. Awesome. So this is false. How about this one, Zach?
That one is true because it approaches to the left and to the right as it gets closer to A.
Well said. The y-coordinate of f does get very close to 2 as the x-coordinates get close to A from either side. So that's the true statement. This one here, we want to do that one real quick just for practice. I'll pay a ticket. Raise your hand, please. What goes in the box? Here we go. Let's go, Nate.
2.
How many agree? Good. Let's go here. Hands up. So Zach. Next again. So this one here. Come on. Hands up. Josie? Yeah, the word they'll use is non-existent, but, same idea. Somebody knew it? Good work. Question? Awesome. So this one's false. Gotta make sure we know the reason why this is false. Who knows? Yeah.
Because there's a limit at A and it can get infinitesimally close, but it never actually goes all the way through.
Oh, not a bad answer, but we gotta have a different answer for the AP test. Different answer for the AP test. Elizabeth.
Because there's no removable.
Say again.
Because there's no removable at x equals A.
Also a really good answer. There is a removable discontinuity at A. That is a perfectly valid answer. The one I want to make sure you don't forget is this. Jake, please.
Well, didn't you say that when it's continuous, the left and right limit both equal what f of A is?
Right. So that's what you're going to have to need for the written section of the test. That for f to be continuous at x equal A, the following must all be the same. The left-hand limit, the right-hand limit, and the value of f of A. But we found out that f of A is undefined, therefore f of A does not match the right and left limits. That's what's required for f to be continuous. That's a definition, it's a flashcard you got to make sure you have.
So how would you write that? Like just say f of A equals undefined and that will explain it.
If it was the written section and they said to justify why f is not continuous at x equal A, I would have to write this. And I would have to have this written on my paper somewhere, and I would have to have this written on my paper somewhere so the grader could reference that if needed. Does that answer your question? That's good work. Maybe I'll. Cool, let me pay you tickets. That was well done.